Welcome back to Paternity Court. Today, as usual, guys, we have an interesting one for you. Let's see how this one goes. However, please go ahead and if you are so inclined, click the like and the subscribe button.
Ms. Garnett, you and your mother, Ms. Miller, have opened your case to prove to the defendant that he is your biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Langston, you claim you have always known you weren't Ms. Garnett's biological father and feel after the results are revealed, you are the one who deserves an apology. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
It started with a text message about a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
Can I give it to you?
Please, Jerome.
So after almost 2 years of reaching out to my father after visiting him in 2015, I was pleading to get him to respond. He wasn't responding. And he finally responded with this message.
So I think your mother blanked me and you about your birth father being me. She was missing around when you were born. I don't want to keep causing you pain, but I have mixed feelings about it. Talk to your mother and find out the truth. You sent this text message? Mr.
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
So why were you estranged for 2 years? What happened?
We live in different states, Your Honor, but we had always been close, and everything was great. But when I returned back home, I don't know what happened. He just cut off communication.
Well, I wasn't talking to her like I normally do because I was just harboring this gut feeling. I had it right from the beginning when she was born. Yeah, I did.
Miss Garnett, you grew up as a daddy's girl. You say he's your best friend.
He's always been my dad. I've always known him to be my dad. 2 years ago, when I was at the funeral with him, he had brought up for the very first time that he thought I may not have been his daughter, which blew my mind. And he went on and on about him and my mother's past and all this. But then after he vomited all this tragedy on me, he recanted and took it back.
I was sparing her feeling because I seen the fact right away.
But what, you feel like you just have to tell the truth?
I got to. I can't harbor this.
What made you keep this secret that you had this doubt all this time?
A couple of issues. One day, she used to live out south. I came through the back. I looked in. I see this guy sitting on the couch with her. I said, what's going on? Ain't nothing. No, this is my cousin. I said, hey, you can get out of here. But I don't believe it.
So you believe that she was with someone else when she was with you?
Yeah, I believe that.
He was not my cousin. He was my sister's husband's cousin.
God damn, there's a lot of stupid bastards walking around.
And he was just a family friend as well.
Was he someone you were intimate with?
No, never.
Was he at the house trying to talk to you, see if you have a
He
relationship?
did like me, but there was no way that I wasn't interested in him, and I made that known to him all the time.
I got a play cousin. She immediately told me, because I pressured her, did you do anything with him? She kept saying no. Then she came around. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, I gave him some because he kept knocking on the door begging. So I finally gave in and gave him some.
What you get me mixed up with?
You did that, you
I
told
don't
me
know
that.
who you're
I
talking
swear
about.
on my dead father you did that and said
Wait a
that
minute,
to me.
who is this?
I was talking to her on the phone.
Okay.
And she told me who been over there. And I said, yeah, what are you trying to do? Get some. I said, yeah, did you give him some? No, I didn't give him none. No, I didn't give him none. I said, hey, you know how I am. If you did it, you did it. No, I didn't do it. I said, come on, you might well if you did it. Yeah, I gave him some. He knocking on the door, he kept on bagging and bagging. I finally gave him some.
I don't remember any of it. I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know who you're talking about.
When you got pregnant, you knew he was the biological
I
father?
knew he was he was the only one I was sleeping with. He the one told me he told me upon conceiving that I was pregnant.
I don't recall
Well, I
that.
do. I do.
I just don't recall.
I don't know how you can forget
Yeah.
that. We talked
I
about it
forget
in
a lot of things.
2001.
When the baby was born, Miss Garnett, did Mr. Langston participate in the birth?
He was just not that type of person. I didn't even expect him to.
Did he sign the birth certificate?
No.
I paid child support, not only 18 years, I paid it 20 years.
But when
they
did you
started
start?
sending me checks back for overpayment. I got a birth certificate right here saying,
This birth certificate says what, sir?
I'm not on there.
Your Honor, he was thinking that it's a possibility that she wasn't his. I took myself to a hospital and I had a DNA test done. He never followed up. And I thought it was the end of it. I thought that he came to his senses and he realized that she was his because he never asked. He never said anything else about that until now.
When he sent that text to me, I cried my hardest cry. I was devastated. I felt like he was taking my identity away from me, because I've always known I was a Langston.
No problem.
And I have so much about my father. When he came back into my life when I was an adult, it was like a piece of the puzzle was missing. And we became best friends. I found out why I was so directionally challenged, because he is. I get lost in a circle.
Are you stupid or something?
There's just, you know, not only the personality, there's just so many other things, and we just bonded and clicked. I don't think we would have been able to do that if he wasn't my father.
When I had that phone and did that text, it crushed me when I pushed that button, because I know what the effect was gonna have on her. And I don't wanna send her through that. But how am I gonna deny how I feel in the inside when I got grandbabies and I want them to be my grandbabies? That'll be the best news I can ever have. I ain't never flown on no plane before. I came on that plane and came here, and that's something I don't do, and I'm 61 years old. But I did it because I want to resolve this. If she my daughter, I run to the plane. Listen, this is how I look at something like this. If I can't trust myself, how am I gonna trust you or anybody else? I might do something I never did before, and I look and say, you did that? So I don't trust. And for me to send her that text, how you think it affected me? You think I want to hurt her? That's the last thing I want to do is hurt her. If she's not my daughter, it's going to have an effect on me. And I want to get in the grandbaby. But I got my feelings. And I want to know the truth. Believe me, I wouldn't have jumped on no plane if I didn't feel like I wanted to resolve this situation. My eyes were bucked like this on that plane all the way to Atlanta.
So, Ms. Garnett, the court noticed amidst all of this confusion, you began to post on Facebook. You put this post up. Can you please step up to the plasma and tell the court why you posted this?
So after the text message, I did some soul searching. I was just laying in my bed looking through my phone, and I saw a picture of myself, this picture, and it reminded me of this picture of my grandfather. And I noticed some similarities in our faces. And I posted it to Facebook to get some support about the situation without putting all my business out there. I said, it's my grandfather. Do you see the resemblance? You know, I even had cousins respond, oh my goodness, you look just like Papa. I never realized that.
And you said people supported you in this.
They did.
They said, yes, you do look like your grandfather.
Yeah, they were even shocked.
And that further made you feel like this man is
comfort.
my biological father. I just look like my grandfather.
Yes, it gave me more comfort.
Mr. Langston, do you see the resemblance to your father?
Be honestly, I do. But there's a thing right here. My father put me out. She was helping me take care of my mama. She's a good person. I ain't gonna take that from her. My father put me out because he said, I don't like how you treating her. So she was there in the house with my father.
What are you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say? I don't know.
You done lost your mind.
I ain't lost my
You
mind.
done lost your mind.
I don't know.
So instead of you
I don't
admitting
know. I
that
don't
I'm
trust
your
you.
daughter because I look
don't
like your
trust
father.
You're a good person.
Hold on.
I don't trust you.
So wait, you believe that you may not be Miss Garnett's biological father, but you believe your father may be?
That. I don't believe that. I'm saying there's some resemblance there and everything, and who knows?
That really got out of hand fast.
Was there ever any type of relationship between you and Mr. Langston's father when you lived in the house with him?
I never looked at him in any other way.
And so there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that Mr. Langston is your daughter, Miss Garnett's biological father?
No doubt.
Well, these results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. When it comes to 36-year-old Shauna Garnett, Mr. Langston, you are not the father.
Are not the father?
He is not her biological father.
Another one.
Ask her who your daddy really is. I'm gonna love you. Don't do that. You my baby. You my baby. You my baby. See, Your Honor, this is what I was afraid of.
Oh my God.
To see her go through that hurt that I was hoping didn't happen.
Mom, there's something we're missing, Mom. And
what
it's
it
called
could be.
another man. The DNA does not lie.
And that's an important point to end this one on, guys. The DNA does not lie. It is imperative that you go ahead and get that DNA test done once a young lady says she has a child for you. So let's go ahead and have this conversation in the comment section. Let's go.